Last year, I drove a 5th generation Chevrolet Camaro SS and was left wanting more. Well, folks, I'm here to confirm what every other car YouTuber has said already. The 6th generation Camaro fixes pretty much every issue one would have with the 5th. Here is a 2018 Chevrolet Camaro 2SS Hot Wheels Edition. What can I say, folks? GM's Alpha platform reigns supreme once again. A couple episodes back, I sung the high praise of a Cadillac ATS 2.0T performance. Well, I'm back, and this time singing the praises of the 6th generation Chevrolet Camaro SS. Like I mentioned in the intro, I drove a 5th gen last year, and while it was fun to hoon around Belmont, North Carolina with, that car had some huge ergonomic issues inside that legit limit it to people who aren't over 6 feet and, well, fat like me. But, right out of the gate, I can tell you that a 6th gen Camaro is great fun for people of all sizes. Yeah, everything inside and out is vastly improved over the previous generation. The styling on the outside is more refined, you have a much improved interior, and the performance of a V8 powered Alpha platform car in all its glory. Again, like that ATS from episode 83 of Wookie Drives, the steering is tuned just perfectly for whatever type of driving you like. Touring mode is excellent for in-town cruising and tight parking lot maneuverability, and sport mode is perfect for backroad hooning. I didn't try Drac because, well, that seemed like a bit much on a busy Ormond Beach, Florida streets during the short time I had the car, and snow and ice mode is pretty pointless on a hot summer Florida day. But yeah, this car is just fantastic in almost every aspect. It looks good, it feels good, a tall guy like me can just sink into the seats and eat up the highway miles, and all the right noises come out of the exhaust. Another bonus of the new Alpha platform is that it didn't really grow over the outgoing Zeta model. In fact, its wheelbase is 2 inches shorter, is almost an inch narrower, and weighs just a touch less. Quite impressive considering that most cars grow with each generation, and especially considering that the interior is much more comfortable and roomy over the car it replaces. I would say that this comes at a cost at rear seat access, as those seats are virtually unusable, but it's honestly a small sacrifice to pay, as honestly, that was kind of repetitive. You don't buy a Camaro expecting to use the rear seats. But considering my head was about touching the ceiling on the 5th gen, this cabin just feels so much more cavernous. Alright, I'll shut up about the praises just for a little bit. The 6th generation Camaro was introduced for the 2016 model year, and had switched the Camaro to GM's smaller platform designed specifically around the ATS, and that model's goal to take on the BMW 3 Series as a better handling sports sedan at a fraction of the price. Well, they succeeded, as you can tell from my glee in that aforementioned ATS video of mine. Soon the Alpha platform was stretched to accommodate the 3rd generation CTS, and would shortly underpin this generation of Camaro. Now, model designations can be a tad cluttered, so I'll try to keep it simple. Launch saw 2 trim levels, LT and SS. Now to further confuse things, those 2 trim levels are split into 1 LT, 2 LT, 1 SS, and 2 SS. The big differences in these sub-trims are mainly interior bits and safety tech, so I won't dwell too much on the differences. But the launch year launched with 2 engines, the 3.6-liter LGX high-feature V6 in the LT, and the 6.2-liter LT1 V8 that produces 455 horsepower and 455 foot-pounds of torque in the SS. Both were available with either an 8-speed automatic or 6-speed manual. 2017 kicked things up a notch with the 2-liter LTG Ecotec Turbo 4 being introduced below the LT as the LS, and the 1LE performance package becoming available on the LT and the SS. And the true dandy, the ZL1, which added Magna Ride and a supercharger to the LT1. Now, this is a 2018 Camaro 2SS Hot Wheels edition. Like any modern muscle car, you get plenty of special editions, but I would argue that the one-year-only Hot Wheels edition is a pretty dang cool special edition. The Hot Wheels edition is a collaborative effort between, well, Hot Wheels and Chevrolet, and is to celebrate Hot Wheels' 50th anniversary. This was available in either the 2LT or 2SS, and you got a ton of unique exterior and interior bits for this model. The orange crush paint is Hot Wheels Edition exclusive, on top of the racing stripes and the 20-inch graphite finished wheels. Satin graphite is applied to trim bits to match the racing stripes, and the Hot Wheels logo is proudly displayed on the front fenders and tail. The grille is unique to the Hot Wheels edition, the Brembo brake calipers are painted the same orange crush to match the rest of the car, and that's all before you get inside. Opening the door, you're greeted with these cool door sill plates that have a special etched Camaro profile in the Hot Wheels logo, and the Camaro profile is also seen on the headrests. The Hot Wheels logos continue on places like the steering wheel, and more orange brightens up the overall experience, from stitching to the seats themselves. Huge improvement over the normal grays and blacks of modern car interiors. So while the Hot Wheels edition boils down to essentially being a fancy appearance package, it really does feel special. When you look at production models of there only being 1,861 of these sold worldwide, yeah, it does feel special. Yeah, I know, it'll be the toast of every boomer car show, especially once you print the sign and you go through every little option to show the world that yours is truly one of one. But unless you're that one dude that ordered a Hot Wheels Edition 4-banger convertible with a stick, just tone it down a little. Let the orange crush paint and the Hot Wheels logos do their talking. Every kid at said show will think you're the coolest dude ever, because here you are driving a real-life Hot Wheels car, like a modern-day Kyle Petty. Now that's a cool dude. This particular Chevrolet Camaro 2SS Hot Wheels Edition, and yes, I do know that is a mouthful, was purchased at the beginning of the year by Daylon of Port Orange, Florida. Daylon is a professional motorsports photographer, and this car is his first big fun car purchase. He shopped around for several sports cars, including Alfa Romeos, before going with his bright orange Camaro that simply spoke to him. He was planning on getting it supercharged, but he said that it soon became apparent that the 455 horsepower is more than enough for him on Florida's streets and roads. I appreciate that restraint, as we're convinced that we need more and more and more, despite the fact that 455 horsepower is actually a healthy amount of power from the factory. Now, it's no track-focused ZL1, but a modern Camaro SS is known for being able to take absolute beatings on hot track days with little to no fuss. Remember, a little over a decade ago, 300 to 400 horsepower was considered a long-time magic power number that many people were content with. Shortly after purchasing it, Daylon got to drive it around New Smyrna Speedway a bunch to help drive the track during a private test session, and he really got to know the car well there. 3/4 of a year in, he does say that the new car fun has sort of worn off, so he does plan on trading it in the next couple of years. But for now, he really is enjoying his special orange Camaro, as it really does turn heads wherever we go. While filming, multiple people came up to us and complimented us for the car, which is something I really haven't had happen during a Wookie Drives filming before. Everyone really does love a good colored Camaro, and boy oh boy, this is a fantastic color. Okay, back to the 6th generation Camaro. In 2019, a major mid-cycle refresh came and was kind of met with apprehension. Chevrolet tried to redesign the nose to better conform with the current model lineup, like with the Malibu. But unlike that car, which greatly modernized it, it just seems cluttered compared to the styling of the launched 6th gen. Sales were already starting to slip compared to the Mustang, and they definitely nosedived following the refresh. Now, the future isn't as concrete as the Mustang, as we're just weeks away from the launch of a new Stang, but there's serious doubt in what the future holds for the Camaro. There's rumors of the next one being a fully electric sedan, which, while that does sound cool, those are simply too many doors in what I'd consider a Camaro. Like, you couldn't name it the Chevelle or Impala SSEV? It just seems like a plan destined to further anger people rather than swing back sales from the Mustang. I would like to think that a hybrid Camaro would be a better option at this point rather than going balls deep on an EV just now, but that's just me. Okay, enough ranting. The 2018 Chevrolet Camaro 2SS Hot Wheels Edition is a fantastic car. It makes all the right noises, and it gives no hesitation to give one that fizzy feeling that James May was talking about all those years ago. As I boasted at the start, Chevrolet did everything right with the redesign, and improved the Camaro in almost all aspects over the previous model. Does it suck gas? Yes. Does rearward visibility still suck?
Yeah.
Are the rear seats only really good as extra storage? Yes. And I would argue that the pre-refresh model is definitely the one to get because the looks are just right on them. Anyways, circling back, it's still a Camaro, and it's a damn good one at that. And it happens to be in a fantastic color, on top of carrying a badge that makes the 7-year-old in all of us very, very happy. 2018 Chevrolet Camaro 2SS Hot Wheels Edition. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you once again for watching another episode of Wookie Drives. This week's episode comes courtesy of Daylon of Port Orange, Florida. Huge shout out to Daylon for letting me drive his fantastic Camaro for this episode. You can follow Daylon on all his socials and his photography business at Barr Visuals, and I will include his links in the description of this video. If you have a car truck you'd like to see on the show and happen to be in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, feel free to email me with your car or truck at wookiedrives@gmail.com. That's right, submit your car to wookiedrives@gmail.com. Don't forget to give the video a like, drop a comment with some feedback. Any feedback is good feedback, as any sort of interaction helps this small channel grow. Share with all your 6th generation Chevrolet Camaro SS friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for more Wookie Drives like these. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.